And now we bring you the story of Black Lives Matter organizer Tianna Arata and the backlash behind her July arrest. The 20-year-old was taken into custody after police say a protest she organized took a turn for the worst. It ended with cars being damaged and the safety of multiple people, including a 4-year-old, put at risk. Police recommended a number of charges that prompted fears that Tianna could face serious time. Her supporters have created the Free Tianna hashtag and Change.org petition calling for the charges to be dropped. Has over 300,000 signatures. With me now is Tianna Arata and her attorney, Lee Merritt. Tianna, we'll start with you. Tell us what happened that day, and did the protests go from being peaceful to dangerous, as the police allege?
The protest that happened on July 21st was actually incredibly peaceful and super filled with joy. There is a narrative being pushed, but that's not the accuracy of what actually happened that day.
The police department initially recommended charges that could mean time behind bars for Tianna. The district attorney is now considering what charges will actually be brought forth. Lee, question for you. In your opinion, why would any charges be unfair?
The appropriate charges here shouldn't be directed at Tianna. As she just explained, her involvement in the protest was from a college student perspective of a concerned citizen leading a group of young people to exercise their First Amendment right to speak out about injustice in the country. She was not involved in any criminal activity. And it's clear that this was a move on behalf of law enforcement designed to discourage protests in that community.
Tianna, the San Luis Obispo police chief said the city, quote, supports peaceful protests, but we will not support violent acts and will continue to take actions to protect our community. What's your reaction to that, and do you feel protected by the police in your community?
My reaction to that is every single protest that we've had that I've been a part of in San Luis Obispo has been peaceful. They've been completely joyous. And I've also urged to everybody at the protests numerous times, we are here to be peaceful, to be calm. And when there's anti-protesters and agitators, the best thing to do for us is to ignore them and not give away our energy. With the police department, especially after my arrest, I don't feel safe, but also I have a background where I've seen police mistreat my closest family since the age of, since grade school. So there's always been a distrust, not only with me, but also with marginalized communities and the police.
Lee, you had strong words on Instagram for the district attorney of San Luis Obispo. In your post, you told him he should drop the charges, quote, before your county, city, and home are bombarded by activists from all over the country. Find out if this is an idle threat if you want to. Are you worried at all that some bad actors may take advantage of this moment and your message? Do you feel possibly that you put the DA at risk?
I think that the bad actors have already gone to work criminalizing Tianna. Tianna is the voice that we need for this moment. That's the voice that that community needs. It needs to be heard, it needs to be respected, and the community needs to adjust around that message of those young people. That is the message that's pervading the country right now, and it's receiving a backlash from the state that's unprecedented in American history, where our state and our resources are being used to criminalize and target protesters, righteous protesters, with a clear message about violence that comes from law enforcement. As you know, we live in the deadliest police culture on the planet Earth. And so we need voices like Tianna's to stand up and say that this will no longer continue in our community. And if they don't properly respond, my message to the DA there was clear. Our community will stand and support Black women. We will stand and support protesters, and we will show up to that region of the country and demand justice.
But isn't there a need, you think, for all sides to ease up on the rhetoric just a bit?
Well, it's not, and I want to be clear, it's not rhetoric for us. What Tianna is fighting for is life and death. That in this country, unlike any other country on earth, we kill more of our citizens, incarcerate more of our citizens than any nation in world history. It's not a no longer a rhetorical banner. The reason you're seeing protests in all 50 states is because people are finally standing up and demanding equal protection under the law and equality when it comes to policing and public safety.
And Tianna, final question to you. You're a young woman, a student. What's your reaction to all the support you're getting in social media, people donating money in support of you?
It's incredibly overwhelming to me. I'm super excited to be receiving all the support, but the support for me, I want to channel it not only to help my case in this instance of injustice against me, but also to use that to be able to amplify other people's stories who maybe don't have the same platform that I'm being given at this time.
Tianna, Lee, thank you both so much. We will see you again.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.